What's up, man? What is up, man? Woe is me. One day, man, you never know, I might be fucking 47 still doing this podcast, and I'll be upset because we went from 20,000 to 30,000 in the span of 19 years, and I'll just feel like a failure, and I'll just get up on here and why? I'm so creative. I put my everything in it. Oh man, it's gonna be hilarious. And yeah, man, we're doing it. We're on the road. We're on the road by myself. Do I have enough gas? I got enough gas, I think. We're on the road, and we're on our way to the world famous Tommy T's Comedy Club. We're gonna hit. I got a show, and by show I mean open mic. A lot of the other comedians are expecting me to be there. What the fuck happened here? There's hella smoke everywhere, man. Is that a fire, or is somebody doing a fucking burnout? Oh, you know, it's bad when you've got the windows rolled up and you can smell the burnt tires. I don't know what's going on. What was I saying? Yeah, we're on the road. Independent, man. We're going by ourselves. And somebody from this comedy club, there's this comedian. I think that's what he identifies as, a comedian who goes by the name of Nicholas Kuntz, I believe. And he came up to me a couple months ago and was like, yeah, man, yeah, I see you do your own thing, man. I see you real independent. I fuck with it, man. And that's always kind of stuck with me when he said that I was independent. I do things independent. I mean, it's kind of true. This podcast is independent. But as I've been saying the past couple of episodes, I can't do this all on my own. I'm no Superman, so a lot of these open mics are kind of like networking opportunities, and yeah, that's why I always kind of was like, why do they call it a club? Why is it a club? But you know what? It is kind of a club in a way. People come here, you kind of see the same fucking comics if you stick around long enough, and people expect to see you. So I never really understood why they call it a club from a customer's perspective, but as a employee's perspective or a performer's perspective, I see it as a club. And I'll say this, man, doing stand-up comedy, being a part of a comedy club is a lot cheaper than being a part of a fucking martial arts club or being a part of a jiu-jitsu club, man. Shit's expensive, and it's less tiring. So I did jiu-jitsu last week. I did a special visitor drop-in at Antioch Jiu-Jitsu. Shout out. And it was cool. I did a gi class. Never really trained jiu-jitsu in a gi. And of course they gave me the extra large gi. I always think about, like, I don't know. When I do martial arts, I think it reminds me of when I was a little kid. Every time I wear the uniform. And so, yeah, man, they gave me this big ass blanket to wear. The pants are falling off. I'm not complaining or trying to like rag on the place. I'm just saying how it was. And I took a shower just before I got up on this car/podcast, and I noticed bruises on my chest. And then even the other day, people on Discord was like, bro, do you have shit on your chest? And it was just bruises from, what day is it? Today's Wednesday. So it hasn't even been 7 days. It's been about 6 days, but it's been about a week, and I still have bruises. And my boy, who I do the jiu-jitsu with, who I do the martial arts with, hit me up like, yeah, man, you doing anything Thursday or Tuesday? You trying to do some jiu-jitsu? And I'm like, bro, I still have bruises from the last jiu-jitsu. I still have cuts. I still have cuts and bruises from the last time I did jiu-jitsu. And so I was kind of wondering about, like, how the fuck do people do this, like, every day? Don't get me wrong, it's fun as shit, but getting tired is a serious fucking thing, man. You know? Stand-up comedy, you get tired of fucking just driving, sitting around waiting to do 5-10 minutes of comedy. But at least I'm not gasping for air, and water tastes so much better. Water. It's such a weird thing, you know? Talk about woosawing and stuff like that. Let's take a woosaw right now. Let's take a sip of this water, you know? It's like when you do a hard, rigorous exercise, water tastes so good. It tastes so fucking good. It's like the best thing in the fucking world. And then when you do comedy, water, it's not like it tastes good, but it feels like, I need more water. You know, maybe you're getting nervous or something, and then, or you think like, I need less water. I drank enough water. And then you're just constantly pissing. That's how I feel. Oy. What else did I want to share with you guys, man? Yeah, doing things independent. Oh yeah, it's I think it was 2 years ago. I had a New Year's resolution. I know we're in August. I think today is August 2nd, 2023. The weather is 82 degrees, according to my car. But, yeah, most people don't think about their New Year's resolutions deep into August or beginning of August. But I don't remember having any New Year's resolutions this year. I feel like that's bad. But I remember a couple of years ago, I think it was like 2 years ago, I had a New Year's resolution, or I had a goal to at least audition for 3 movies, TV shows or whatever, do 3 auditions. And this was before I started doing stand-up. And I have an agent. I don't know if I've told the podcast this, but I do have an agent, and it's kind of helps. We have a good deal. They don't get too much of my money. But, where am I going with this agent talk? I've gotten a couple of things here and there, but not much opportunities. I know if you're a hardcore listener of this podcast, I got on a movie because of this podcast. So there's one thing. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's like a couple of here and there things that I've gotten through this agent, and they just kind of email me auditions and casting calls all throughout the country. And I've done those real interviews, or not interviews, I'm sorry, auditions. I don't think I've done a real movie auditions where I went somewhere in fucking LA or San Francisco and I waited for hours and I sat down and they're like, all right, we want you to act this out. And I give it my best shot. Haven't done that. And so I bring that up because I think about stand-up, man. Stand-up in a weird way is kind of like a movie audition. But instead of auditioning for a movie, you are auditioning. Well, there could be a whole lot of things. It's not as straightforward as showing up and being like, hey, I want to be in a movie, right? You could be doing it because you just want to get laughs. You want to entertain people. You want to hang out. You want to be a part of the club. You've got ideas that you want to riff out. Or you want to get booked on a show. Maybe, you get lucky There's like a booker, there's somebody who runs little local shows at a fucking brewery or cafe, and you know, you want to feel good about it. Yeah, come do my show, I'll give you $10, or I'll give you a free soda or whatever. Holy shit, this traffic is fucking out of sight and out of mind. What happened? Who died? This is fucking bullshit, dude. It's fucking traffic. 20 minutes? I don't have time to be sitting in traffic. I've got an open mic to hit. Are you fucking kidding? I've got open mics to hit. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, watch me drive all the way out here and I can't make it in time, and then the list gets full. I have to text Jared. This is why you network. Jared said he's going to get there early, so I'm going to text Jared if he can sign me up. I'm stuck in traffic. So we're gonna continue this podcast in a second. Let's be right back. All right, I'm back. I texted my buddy at the comedy club if he could sign me up. He said he'll see what he can do. And I'll pay him back. Yeah, so the traffic is moving though. We pretty good. What was I talking about? Movie auditions. I didn't audition, but I filled out an application to be a part of Squid Games #2. And never got an email back, so I'm sure I never got it. They're probably filming it right now. Yeah, today, after a year and some change, ever since I started kind of keeping track, this will be my 71st stand-up set. 71 sets, boy! 71 sets. And, I wonder how many I'm gonna do. And I don't even know 100% if that's accurate. So I'm trying to keep track as much as possible, but there's a chance it could be a little less. And that's the thing that gets me thinking about. It's like, wow, dude, there's probably a certain stand-up comedy set that I've done that I don't remember. And I think about how, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not sad. I think sad's a little overdoing it. But it's just kind of crazy to think that, well, maybe during that time when I was doing comedy, I was nervous or something, or it meant a lot to me, or maybe I drove far to get to this place, and now I don't remember it. Is it like taking it for granted or something? I don't know. Hopefully you get the point. Now let's open up the maps, boy. It's moving though. The traffic's moving. I wonder what happened. Now hiring drivers for Penske. I see that Penske logo everywhere, but I don't know exactly what Penske is. Go Squids. What the fuck are the Squids, man? What fucking team are the Squids? This person's car just straight up says Go Squids. What color is that? I was listening to Joe Rogan, episode 2013. He had that fucking that Amazon rainforest guy on. That's a yawn. But it was an interesting episode. And towards the end of the episode, they were talking about elephants. And they were talking about, yeah, elephants have this fucking weird squid face with butterfly wing ears, and they're very weird. And I started thinking about, for those of you who are hardcore listeners, I've always been talking about getting an elephant tattoo on my neck. Because elephants have great memory. They're known for their great memory like an elephant. And they're just interesting animals. So I was thinking of getting an elephant on my neck, but at first I was, thinking of an elephant on the side of my neck or maybe in the front part of my neck, kind of like, I keep fucking yawning. Kind of like a XXXTentacion. He had an elephant on his neck, so I didn't really want it on the front because I didn't want to kind of just be like that guy. Nothing wrong with him, I just kind of want to be my own person. And so I was thinking about getting it in the back of my neck, where you don't really see it, unless I'm like, yeah, like it kind of barely touches like maybe my hair, the back of my head hair, and then it just kind of like trickles down to like my upper back, lower neck. So that seems sick. Just think about that. Think I might get it. I feel like getting a tattoo there would feel so fucking good too. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, man, I'm hella yawning. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's probably because I'm talking and I'm like using energy. It's making me more tired. But I'm worried that I'm gonna go to this open mic and I'm just gonna fucking yawn a storm up, and I don't want to come off as rude because I'm yawning during someone's set. But at the same time, it's like, be fucking interesting, Be fucking interesting. Make me not yawn. It's a challenge. This fucking traffic's gonna make me kill somebody, man. I'm about to fucking step out right now and just start fucking crossing motherfuckers, man. Did you guys see that lady who fucking was naked on the Bay Bridge? I think it's like after the Bay Bridge in San Francisco, and she was shooting at people. What the fuck? That was insane. I hope they got her. What happened? How do you get to that level? Like I wish there was some kind of technology on some Black Mirror shit where I could just watch that lady's life unravel like a fucking movie. You could just automatically make a movie out of her with her intelligence. Like what if we killed her, and then after we killed her we gathered her brain or whatever, the fucking fluids, and then we put it in a machine, and then we could make a movie out of the lady's life. Talking about the lady on the bridge, the Bay Bridge, who's fucking shooting at people, man. Like she's just naked and shooting at people, and then it stops, and it's like, you're probably wondering how I got here. Well, it all started when everybody kept making fun of me in the 6th grade, and then it just, it's very interesting. That's interesting to me. Fuck this fucking, what are people talking about nowadays? What are people so fucking concerned about, dude? That Mac Miller doppelganger guy fucking died, dude, and everybody's mourning and sad. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna try and be rude about it or nothing. Go ahead, get in. You're welcome. I'm not gonna try and be rude about it or nothing. I didn't watch Euphoria. I didn't know him. I seen his picture a couple of times. But apparently he's from the Bay. Apparently he's from Oakland. So everybody gives a fuck out here. Alright? Whatever. For me, it's sad that anybody dies. But I'm not going to fucking sit here and fake post pictures for fucking clout to be like, I'm with the culture, We got to do mental illness I'm so devastated. I'm so heartbroken. Not at all on this side, bro. I didn't lose no fucking sleep over that shit. Why? Because I don't know him. I'm not even trying to be rude, man. But This is the most famous I've ever seen this fucking guy, dude. And people talk, maybe he was on drugs or whatever. But you know what's more interesting to me? The lady fucking shooting at people on the freeway. And then apparently this was also in the Bay Area. There's this naked lady in a Safeway. It looked like a Safeway for show to me. And she was just naked. She had one of those top-heavy bodies, you know? She had, like, normal legs, but then she looked like fucking Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. Just a fucking bowling ball of a fucking saggy bowling ball of a fucking person with these fucking toothpick-ass legs, bruh. She was naked at a Safeway, and she was just at the bakery and just rubbing cake all over her fucking cooter and titties and everything, man. And when I first glanced at it, I didn't even know if it was a boy or a girl. That's how fucked up their body was. So that's interesting, man. And why do people always have to do crazy shit naked? Why is that like... Anyways. So yeah, that's interesting to me. You know, that's what I'm concerned about. Like, what happened? What happened? I always think about people I went to high school and middle school with, and I always think about, like, who's gonna snap? You know, there's a couple of people in my class that I've already kind of snapped, and but who's gonna be on the fucking news for being naked and doing something out of pocket? I'll be like, I'm not surprised. Or it would be even more interesting if it was a surprise. I'll be like, whoa, is that Pandu? That was fucking valedictorian. That motherfucker was smart as shit. You telling me he's naked in Berkeley? What the fuck? So anyways, I'm independent. And all day, it's just been stuck in my head. Here's an embarrassing fact about me, but we keep it honest. We keep it raw here on the podcast. I don't know how to spell independent. I always struggle with that word. You know what word I struggle with more than independent, but I'm getting the hang of it because I fuck up on it so much? The word restaurant. Restaurant. I always have a hard time spelling restaurant, which is why I never want to own a restaurant, because I just feel like it'd be so hard to spell restaurant when I apply for things. Look how fast Bart's going, dude. I should have hopped up on that motherfucker. Nah, that wouldn't have been a good idea. So yeah, I just been singing that independent song by like Baby Bash or whatever. INDEPEDEENT. Do you know what I mean? But I've been spelling it wrong. And I just, you know, if I went this whole fucking podcast trying to spell it, I probably wouldn't get it right until I Googled it up. INDEPENDEANT. Do you know what that means? Yeah, IND. She got her own car. She got her own house. INDEPEENDEPENDEANT. Do you know what that means? I am on the DMT. Do you know what that means? Oh, fuck. Fucking loser ass police. Is he by himself? He is by himself. That police officer is INDEPEDEENT. Do you know what that means? I'm losing it, man. Pull me over. I fucking dare you, bro. There ain't nothing wrong with me. Whoa, that guy looks suspicious. INDEPEND. It's like I know it in my head, but my mouth doesn't. INDEPENDANT. Do you know what that means? The Laffy Taffy. The Laffy Taffy girl. Take the Laffy Taffy. The Laffy Taffy girl. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. The Laffy Taffy. What is the Laffy Taffy? Are they talking about pussy? Because I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. Whoa, that lady looks scary. That lady looked Asian, but she don't look like she meant to be Asian. Oh, I'm about to fucking crash my car. Are you Asian? I'm about to look at you. She's not. Is that fucking Hayley Williams from Paramore? INDEPEDAANT. Do you know what that means? Let's go. This traffic is ending. Suck my dick. Let's go. It's ending. We're getting faster, everybody. This fucking freeway is clearing up. Soon I'm gonna be INDEPEDEEANT on this freeway. Do you know what I mean? Oh. Dude, I'm about to fucking pass out from laughing or just yelling so much, and then I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna wake up in the fucking hospital and be like, do you have health insurance? I'll be like, no, I'm a fucking INDEPEDEEANT. Do you know what that means? I'm a contractor. Are you trying to switch lanes, or are you just fucking being a bitch? No, he's just being a bitch. INDEP, the Laffy Taffy girl, shake the Laffy Taffy. I mean, I guess Laffy Taffy's not that bad, but like, I don't know why, but for some reason when I think of Laffy Taffy, I think of like loose labias or something. I think of like, shake the Laffy Taffy, because it's like candy. Laffy Taffy. Who owns Laffy Taffy? Is it nerds? Girl, shake the Laffy Taffy. The Laffy Taffy, girl, shake the Laffy Taffy. Bang, bang, woo. Bang, bang, woo. Dude, I got booked on this show called Crazy Funny Asians in San Francisco. I'm not yawning because of the show. I'm just yawning because I'm fucking tired, dude. I don't have enough CO2 in my brain or something, man. But yeah, I checked out the venue. This venue looked kind of cute, though. Well, when I Googled it, it looked empty. It looked like the best place to fucking book me on a show and fucking rob me and leave me in the streets to die. But the food looked good, though. They got a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, so you know I'm going in there hungry. Y'all know I go to the comedy shows hungry. Because if I'm hungry, these jokes hungry, man. I'm about to fucking yell. I have, like 2 new jokes that I want to try tonight. Oh, shit. We're fucking breaking here. God damn, this person almost fucking smacked. This person almost fucking smackaroon this fucking Toyota. This Mercedes almost smacked this fucking Toyota. Oh, man. So my cousin, I done linked up with my cousin. I think she's older than me by like a month or so, something like that. Or maybe I'm older. Whatever. We're around the same age. So my cousin's, you know, she's a fob, fresh off the boat, straight from the Philippines, you feel me? She ain't really American at all. But now she's finally living in America. I think it's been like a year of her living out here. And she done copped herself one of them white boyfriends from Stockton. And so we were hanging out the other day, and we were talking about, like, I don't know, fucking Jollibee or some kind of restaurants, or maybe even Chick-fil-A. I was talking about how I did a Chick-fil-A review, and she was all like, Chick-fil-A slaps. And almost had to leave. Almost had to just leave. That fucking irritated me. And I know I've had, what's her fucking Pickles and Vodka, the host, Christina, on here. And she's from Seattle. She's white as hell. And she said, something slaps. And I got so irritated, man. And, you know, how dare you mess up our made-up lingo. And she was like texting her boyfriend about it, about how he's wrong, and her boyfriend was all like, I like to say slaps because it's hip and cool. And I'm like, man, there's nothing hip and cool about being wrong, bruh. This fucking, you look goofy, man. You look goofy. I'm just saying that from, if you fuck with me and you know how I am, and you fuck with the vision, bruh, and if you fucking, you know, if you're fucking INDEPENTMDMT, do you know what I mean? If you fuck with the vision, bruh, then, and if you say slaps, bruh, if you say food slaps, you're goofy. You coming off as goofy and you can't take it back. So my cousin is goofy to me. But that's all right. That's my cousin. But you know, if it was anybody else too, she would have been even more goofy, man. So don't say food slaps. And fucking Jared, who I just texted, also said that food slaps. And you look goofy, man. You look goofy. That's all I can say, man. That's some goofy ass behavior. Put you on game, man. Get your shit straight, bruh. Fucking goofy talking about food slaps, man. That's all I gotta say. It smacks. Food smacks. Alright? That's all I'm gonna say on that. Because, like I said, it's made up lingo. But, you know, I don't get it twisted, man. I know what's right. I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And saying that food slaps is wrong. That's why I don't vote. That's why I don't vote, man. Because I know there's some things in life that, like, misconstrued me. You know, I probably got some wrong information in my head or whatever. And I don't want to wholeheartedly believe in things. But when it comes to food slapping or smacking, I know it's smacking. Alright? I ain't goofy when it comes to that shit. Bro, I was talking about the Amazon rainforest, right, earlier on this episode, and I was talking about it with my girl. My fucking girl doesn't even know where the Amazon rainforest is, man! My girl don't know the difference between South America and North America, man, and sometimes when I hear shit like that, I think about, you know, is she with me for me, you know? Or did I just... Because I don't even think I got the best geography. You know what I'm saying? I got some dumbass fucking jokes. But my girl thought the Amazon rainforest was in Africa, guys. I don't know what's goofier. Thinking that food slaps? Or thinking that the Amazon rainforest is in Africa? Am I losing my voice? Holy shit. I gotta save it. I got a show tonight. Gonna do some jokes, baby. How many? Okay, we're killing some time. Killing loneliness to turn my heart into you. I'm killing loneliness. That's a yawn, boy. But it might as well be an orgasm. I've been yawning, man. I want a Beamer. But I don't want to pay for Beamer oil changes. Because that's just fucking goofy. I'll get a fucking Lexus before I get a Beamer, probably. Or an Acura. What's better, Acura or a Lexus? There's some cute-ass Acuras in the world, bro. I'll say that. Some cute-ass Acuras. Yeah, I'd probably get an Acura before I get a Lexus. I answer that question myself. You better not change lanes. I'm gonna fucking hit you, bro. Oh, man, that lady's old as shit. She would have died if she fucking changed lanes into me, bro. I would have fucking... So what did we learn today, guys? We learned that it's fucking goofy as shit to say that food slaps. We learned that the Amazon rainforest is in South America. Man. And then so I'm like explaining to my girl, like, I was like, yeah, man, there's so much like nature and trees and forest life that so only 3% of the sun actually touches the ground in the Amazon rainforest. And my girl says, so what does that mean? Nothing, man. It's just interesting, you know? It's just interesting that only... And then she, you know, I was trying to explain to her about, like, you know, the Amazon rainforest is like the Earth's lungs, you know? Without it, we're fucked. So I had to put her on game real quick. So she did a couple of Google checks. I was just astonished that she thought it was in Africa. That's just what got me, you know. But then she was like, you know, really think about it. Really think about it. You know, I went to continuation school. And she's just like breaking down all the reasons. But it's like, oh, it's all good, man. When I was a sophomore, I thought Africa was a country. So there's that. I thought Jamaica was in Africa, actually, to make her feel better. So what's goofier, thinking that Jamaica was in Africa or the Amazon rainforest is in Africa? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like Jamaica's like on the East Coast. You just go down a little bit, you know, kind of like where Cuba and Puerto Rico and all that shit is. That's where Jamaica's at. So, yeah. I wonder if I were to get pulled over. I was just thinking of it because there's that cop, but that boy headed to Lafayette. That boy headed to Oakland. Catch you later. I kind of want to flip this cop off on the other side of the freeway, you know? Same cop, but I was just thinking about, like, if I were to ever get pulled over or something because I was, like, accidentally speeding. Like, sir, you were going 80 in a 65. You got any reason as to why you were going late? I'd be like, well, I'm a comedian. I've got a show, and I'm late. A lot of people paid money to show up there. It was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, just play it off. And then I wonder if I'd get away with it. But then a part of me would want to just give it away and be like, yeah, I'm going to an open mic. I mean, technically I'm not wrong. People still paid money. Maybe technically not to see me, but people still paid a $5 cover charge to get in the open mic. I know I was talking about do too much. Oh, I never mentioned this, or I never uploaded this podcast where I was talking about like the top 10 best open mics in the Bay Area. And I put Do Too Much as one of them, as one of the top ones. And, I've got way too much air in my tires right now. But one thing about Do Too Much, which is fine, and whatever I say doesn't really matter anymore because they don't even do open mics anymore. It's just kind of a showcase. But I was thinking about it, I feel like they kind of, well, it's not really my business, it's them. But I feel like it's not as good. I feel like there was more money to be made because the open mics were weekly. But then when they turn it into a showcase, you know, it's like you gotta push tickets and you gotta push like a headliner and that stuff a little bit more. And so yeah, I feel like the open mic is a good way to push it. Anyways, yeah, they would charge people $20, bruh. $20 to get in there if you're a pedestrian. But if you're a comedian and you didn't have to pay nothing. There's a couple of times I went there, I brought my girl and I paid for my girl. But I think about like, man, maybe, because that was like when I first was doing it, maybe now that I gained a little bit more clout and respect, they would be like, oh yeah, you with Marconi, man, let him in. That's my Skinny Buff impression. Oh yeah, you with Marconi, man, let her in. And that's it. How much time? 20 minutes, bruh. Why is it? So why does it say 20 minutes? Something goofy with this fucking GPS, bruh. It says 20. It says I'm gonna be there at 6:21, but it says I'm 15 miles away. So I'm probably gonna get there before. Man, this shit hella goofy, bruh. This shit hella goofy, bruh. What's going on? Everybody's rubbernecking, man. Come on. Fucking died on here. There's no traffic, guys. It's on the other side. You guys know what rubbernecking is? Rubbernecking is when you look on the other side, or when you look like away from the fucking front toward enemy, bro. You fucking turn your head and you slow down because, you know, you think turning your head and slowing down from fucking 70 to 60 miles per hour is gonna make it any more safe, bro. If you're gonna turn your head and fucking look. But don't slow this shit down, bro. The Amazon rainforest, man. I'm praying for them. I'm thinking of the Amazon rainforest right now because I'm looking at these beautiful California hills, and this ain't shit. This ain't shit to the Amazon rainforest, man. The Amazon rainforest is just, it's bigger than some countries. And they got the indigenous people living there, man. And my girl brought a good point, but, you know, why don't we just nuke them? Why don't we just fucking send the military in and just fucking blast these motherfuckers, man? But I guess the main question is, like, why would you want to do that? That's some mass shooter mentality shit, right? Why you want to kill these indigenous people, man? Don't you think we done that enough? Dude, I wonder, man. Like, I wonder. Christopher Columbus, he came out here, he found the Indians, and he said, look, y'all gotta go. Y'all getting evicted. This is my land now, right? And I'm just thinking, like, what if he tried to do that in South America? Almost said South America. Shout out to Drake Bell. What if he tried that and they just ran him off, and like the Indians? What's going on in the world, man? Like, I just wish sometimes I could just go back in like an app or something 2,000 years ago and just watch from afar, like in a time machine. I want to see the dinosaurs. I want to see people. But I feel like I get bored quick. I'll be like, man, fuck this, dude. Let's watch some porn. You know? No, I wouldn't. Them indigenous people look fucking mania as shit, but like, I follow this one girl on Instagram. She Brazilian, and she be like dressing up as indigenous, but like in a cutesy way. I mean, I'm sure she probably supports the indigenous people and stuff like that, but she'd be painting her body black, and she'd be putting on them fucking feathers and shit, and I'd just be like, you know? Follow a couple of Brazilian girls on the gram, and I learned that bom dia means good morning. It's kind of like buenos dias, but you go down south more, it's bom dia. Bom dia just sounds, they're both good. Buenos dias, you know, it's Mexican, but bom dia just sounds it's a little different. It's a little different. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with this person? This person's swerving, man. Bom dia. This person's swerving, and I don't like it. They're swerving and they're going slow. If I was a cop, I'd for surely pull them over. It looks like a female too, because she got a ponytail, or like their hair's pulled up. Bom dia. Bom dia. Yeah. The extraterrestrials. Yeah. I believe. That's Brian Holtzman, my new favorite comedian. I believe. Oh, she's straight goofy, bruh. She tired. She tired. She ain't even old, bruh. She just goofy. Let me in. Let me get in front of you. Bom dia. She was white, bruh. She looked like she definitely on meth. Or she done meth. Is it wrong to judge people on their drug use if they have bad skin? Like, if somebody has bad skin and they smell like cigarettes, I'm like, oh yeah, you're probably like down to do meth. You know, you're probably like bored a lot as a child and you resorted to meth instead of creativity. Bum dia! INDEPEDEENT. Bum dia. Do you know what that means? I've got this open mic to hit. Oh man, I'm thinking of fucking Williams out, dude. I go like 110 miles on the freeway. Why? I gotta get to these open mics, man. And it's not gonna be funny when you fucking kill somebody and Bob Dia! Start telling my girl to say bum dia to me. I'm gonna just tell my girl to pretend she's Brazilian. She can get away with it. People already think she's fucking Filipino. Bum dia! INDEPEDEENT. Do you know what that means? These new Camrys look kind of good. I'd get a Camry. My car's fucked, man. My car got another fucking dent in it, and I don't know what happened. I know the night I was driving home from Livermore, I felt like I hit something, and I was like, what was that? But then it took me like a week until my girl was like, what happened to your car? I was like, what do you mean? The dent. I was like, yeah, that dent. She's like, no, this one. And then she pointed. I was like, oh, fuck. My car's fucked up, man. Check engine light's been on since fucking February. I don't know what it is, bruh. I feel like it's just the evap. The fucking evap thing. The evap system. Every time I hit like a bump or something, I'm like, hopefully it just knocks shit into place and the check engine light goes away. Bum dia. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Bum dia, buenos dias. Just imagine like America, right? But then all of the fucking, like the Midwest, like everything that's a desert out here, from like Nevada, Arizona to Texas and Montana. Just imagine it like just forest, bruh. Just forest, no people, and when you do see people, they're fucking weirdos. Not weirdos to be disrespectful. If there's any indigenous people listening to this podcast, please don't put a fucking arrow through my dick hole. But it's just amazing. It's just amazing. We think we're so smart. We think we're so fucking ahead. But we're smart in a different way, We've got fucking Wi-Fi and Starlink and that's it. We've got fucking, look at COVID. Look how we handled COVID. We ain't handled that shit well at all, man. So it's just like, we just a couple of mistakes away from people losing their shit. Because I feel like this country really ran by just a handful, like maybe not even a couple of thousand. I bet there's really just a couple of hundred people who really pulled the fucking strings, We're all just some people play a part in it, it all trickles down, and then there's the people who are naked on the freeway shooting guns at people. But at one point they probably, contributed to what the fuck is going on. And I just feel like we're not too far away. Or it could never happen. But, I just feel like we just need a couple of bad events. We just need a couple of bad decisions from our overlords, our leaders and stuff, and the fucking bigwigs and shit. For everybody to just be fucking naked at Safeway rubbing fucking cake on our titties and testicles. What's it going to take for me? Your host of this Suicide Logs podcast, what's it gonna take for me to just be like, fuck it, dude, I'm going on the freeway, we're gonna do a little target practice, bro. Like, what's it gonna take? Emotionally, mentally, I feel like nothing. I feel like I could handle everything, but there is mental illness, like when I saw that person rubbing all the cake and shit on them at Safeway, I was like, man, it must be really hot. You know, it must have been a homeless person, and it was just like so hot, their brain just fucking boiled, and then it just got to that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel like. But I mean, everybody's different. You know, I could say what I want to say, or say how I feel, or how I might react in a certain situation, but I truly won't know until I get put in that situation. You know, I could talk all the fucking talk I want until it happens to me. But, like, I feel like if my brain were to be boiling or something, like, I would just die. Like, I wouldn't even fucking, you know, I think that would be the more honorable thing to do. Unless I don't know, unless I felt like cheated on life or something, you know, so it's kind of interesting. INDEPEENDAT, do you know what that means? INDEPEDEENT, do you know what that means? Dublin Boulevard. I walk a lonely road on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one and I walk alone. Damn, I had hella traffic and I still think it took a little less than an hour. I think it still says I'm gonna get there. Well, I guess it's right, because I was like, man, I only got 15 miles left, but now it's 6:15. I walk a lonely road. INDEPEDEENT. Do you what remix? I walk a lonely road. INDEPEDENT. The city sleeps, and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. Read between the lines, what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs, no, I'm still alive, and I walk my shadow, it's the only thing that's beating. Wait, how's it go? My shadow, it's the only thing that's... INDEPEDEENT, do you know what that means? My shallow heart's the only... There we go. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Somebody from the fucking rainforest, one of the indigenous people's probably listening to this, like, this guy gets me. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk alone. I walk alone. INDEPEDEENT. Do you know what that means? There is hella people here. There's hella people here to see me. There's hella people who came out to see the Market of Omaha at the show. Damn, they all sitting out here and shit. They all looking at me and shit. There's hella people, bro. And I told these people to sign up and ain't nobody signed up, man. INDEPEDEENT. Do you know what that means? Arrive, Tommy T's Comedy Club. Oh, looks like I've been driving with my e-brake this whole time. Nah, just kidding.
Let's see if it'll still record even if I pull the fucking plug.